Good afternoon. This particular video is actually for parents. So I had mentioned a couple weeks ago that we were waiting for Accelerated Reader to extend us teachers permission for sharing the logins and passwords with the parents so that you can have your kids taking quizzes at home, much like we would do in school. And this is really, really important because this program not only quizzes on if they're reading and tracks their reading level, but it also tests their comprehension. So every time the book is read, or a book is read, and they're leveled. So for example, this one that we just read for science, I scanned it, and I'll show you the app that I use. It scans the barcode, and it gives a level of 1.7. And what this means is that a first grader, the 7th month into that year, should be able to read this book and pass a quiz of at least 80% or higher. So if it's lower than 80%, the quiz is not considered passed. But if it is, then each book they read is like half a point for this reading level. And there's this adorable picture of a sunflower in a pot, and it's filled in and kind of colored, and there's little raindrops that fall. So each time they pass a quiz, then that little flower is watered and it grows a little bit. Once they fill in that entire flower, then most of the kids will get to, or it gets them closer to bumping up to a new reading level. And in the fall, we did the STAR reading assessment to get a baseline for the reading level. We did do another one in winter, and we're supposed to do one in spring. I'm not sure how that's going to work with this whole quarantine, but I will be, by the time you see this, you should have the username and password for your child or children, and a link. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you and show you how to log in. So I will have emailed you, and hopefully you're seeing my screen and this works right now, and you'll get a URL link similar to this one, and you'll click on that, and it will open to a blue page similar to this. And you will click on I'm a student. Oh, and then there's a Renaissance ID. And I took a picture of this. It won't always ask this, and I'll have to send the, or maybe you can see it here. So that's our Renaissance ID. Continue, and then you will put in your child's username. So I'm going to log into Lynn's and put in their password and click login. So this is what the students should be seeing. Okay, so this shows in the past all the different quizzes she's taken, if they've been passed and completed. So it's been a while since we've all been able to do this, so I'm really, really excited we can get going. So you will click on the Accelerated Reader, and you'll get a search bar. So for example, we just read this book, so I'm going to type in the title of this book. I'm going to type in Leaves. It'll let, there we go, Leaves. And there's a lot of options, so you'll have to look for the cover. So here's the Leaves, this specific one, and it's a 1.7, and that's how many points. And then take a quiz, and it's gonna be a reading quiz. So, and this is where it gets different for the students. Usually they would choose either I read with someone if they did a partner read in class, or I read by myself. Any of the books that we've done for science, for example, that they're watching on the YouTube channel, that as read alouds, they need to select I was read to. Okay, so they're going to select that and start quiz. And it's super easy to do from there, and it gives them questions. They select the answer and off it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, please enter the monitor password to delete this quiz record. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna stop the screen share. So doing this with each of the titles of read alouds that are on the YouTube page can help the kids still take their AR quizzes. So there is an app, and I'm going to show you the app. I'm trying to find it. So, and it looks like this. It's a little boy holding what looks like a telescope, and it's called Book Scanner. Okay. I believe I had to pay 99 cents for this app. But let me tell you, that dollar is an investment, because I have gone through every new book that I have purchased, and I'm making my way through other books. So you'll open up the app, and the lighting is absolutely terrible. And then it's, so the icon looks like that, but much smaller. So you'll hit scan barcode, and then find the barcode on the book and get it in that little rectangle. I'm having a really hard time with this. There. And it looks through a library of millions of books. And then when all is said and done, it gives you a reading level. So how we've labeled these, if it does not show up, we've been putting check marks on our books, because that can easily be changed to an AR, and then whatever reading level, because they are constantly updating. So, but this tells me that the level is 1.7. So then I've written on the back of the book in Sharpie, AR 1.7. So by this point in the year, that means that Lynn should be able to read this book on her own and be able to pass an AR quiz. And since I've already got her quiz open, she'll be taking hers shortly. So, and I've done that with all of the books that we've done for a read aloud. And if it is an AR level, I've either mentioned it in the video or it's in the description box for the video what AR level it is. And even more good news, even if a book is not a 1 point whatever for first graders, or a 0 point whatever, even the kindergartners can take a quiz on a book that's 1.7. Okay. And there's a couple of books we have here, they're like 3.8, 3.7. Obviously, none of these kids in my class are the 8th or 7th month of 3rd grade, but they can take the quiz still, from my understanding. So that's really, really exciting. So quiz. Please, the questions can be read out loud. But please do not help them find the answers. If they need help, or if the audio on your device doesn't work, or they can't read the questions, you can read the questions and read the options, but please let them figure out the answer. It's okay if they get it wrong. If they do not pass the quiz in class, I would encourage them to read the book over a couple more days, and then they can try again. I also encourage them to read a book at least 3 times to make sure that they're not going, okay, leaves, ooh, cool, teacher, I'm done. We want them taking the time to read each word, to track with their finger, so we can help set them up for success. And patience. This age, I'm speaking from as a parent as well, impatience in finishing and passing. They just want to see that little flower grow. And that's a wonderful motivation, but taking the time to do our best. That's been one of our mantras. Take the time to do your best is something I really encourage the kiddos to do. So if we rush through things, we're going to miss out on something most of the time. So I hope that walkthrough for how to log in and set them up taking a quiz has helped. If you have any questions, then please feel free to text me, email me, call me, and I am more than happy to walk you through the process and help you troubleshoot, or reach out to someone to find out what's going on, because sometimes I have questions too. So I will do my best to help you out. So please contact me if you do have any questions. All right. Happy reading. Thank you.